watching Arkansas Style on KARK.
Academy Award-winning actor Demi Moore has this to say. Laura Day has transformed her own survival into a toolkit for personal growth. Well, who is this prophetic author? Well, I am joined by Laura Day herself with her new release, The Prism, 7 Steps to Heal Your Past and Transform Your Future. Laura, what a great opportunity to meet you.
Thank you so much for having me.
What a title you've got going here. Can you tell me a little bit about the heart of the matter of the book?
The heart of the matter is that there's this big push to kind of transcend reality or to look deeply inside. And actually, life takes place in the interaction between self and world. And what we need to do is use the structure of what makes you you to create change. And that happens so easily when you focus on tiny intuitive changes. And that's what this book is. Make a tiny change. Don't worry about looking inside. Don't suffer about it all. Don't worry about your worthiness. Just do something different and your world will change.
Oh, good. It kind of reminds me of the ripple effect, just a tiny little bit of ripple in the water and it cascades. How does this technique help you heal relationships?
When you do something different, everyone around you does too. I mean, everything's an ecosystem, and we learn, for example, in gardening, one day without rain and everything changes. It doesn't mean things get ruined. The ecosystem changes. Some things are more opportunistic. Some things thrive under these conditions or those. And so what this does is it really allows us to say, okay, this is the relationship I want. This is the old structure. And now what tiny thing can I do to change it? And those suggestions are in the book, and they are really tiny. And I always tell people, do the thing that feels ridiculous to you, but is still safe. Because if it resonates with you, it just keeps things in place.
I like that permission. Now, I know you consult with billionaires and billion-dollar companies. How can this book help for our business leaders?
Everything is a structure. On some level, we live in a very mechanical world. We know this from our machines. You do this and this happens. And I think that our business leaders are often ignoring a piece of the prism, which is the structure of the dynamic of something that works. And so what it can do is it can help you notice what part you may be blinding yourself to and be able to adapt to an ever-changing world in a way that's profitable, positive, and hopefully also ethical for your employees.
Okay, so as I page through the book, I really like the way you have it laid out. Very, very clear, easy to follow. You have some incredible mantras in here that we can use as exercises. But the very front cover asks us to review something called the Eco-Center Task. Can you touch on that for me?
So every part of the way you're made, of your system, has a function in the world. And so that function really is dependent, how well it functions is dependent on your very early life. That's what kind of structured your machine, or what I call your prism. When you really allow the right part of yourself to address the issue, and I'll give you an example, you have success. So often we find people not having confidence in themselves, and so they become gamblers, for example, because they think it's going to take a miracle. Now, they may not say it. They may say there's a system, but they think it's going to take a miracle to be able to really be creative in the world, when actually what it takes is nourishing the things that allow us to be creative in the world. And that's very simple and very individual for each person. Again, the Prism really does take it apart. And the mantras are mantras. The mantras are things I call them assertions and not affirmations, because they're things you do. Saying something 1,000 times isn't going to change something. Looking at your navel for another 10 years is not going to change anything. I changed my life one evening simply by wearing a color I had never worn before, because everyone responded to me differently. It was a total mistake. I wish I could say I had thought it through. But it is so important to make those appropriate tiny changes and to address it with the right part of yourself.
Yeah, assertion is a great way of describing it. It has a lot of action feeling behind it as well. So Laura, of course, this Prism book had been highly anticipated. It comes on the heels of your previous book. If we want to pick up any of your collections, where would we find them?
Well, hopefully ask for them at your bookstore and online. But I also go on live on Instagram almost every day at Laura Day Intuit, and we pick one tiny action. So today we're all working on, instead of controlling things, noticing what happens and working with it. You know, we work as a group, and it's really powerful. And introducing intuition, which we all have, is also powerful. So please do join us to work together.
Fantastic. I have a date. I'll look forward to seeing you on Instagram Live. I've enjoyed meeting you, Laura. Thank you so much for the time.
Thank you.
What an incredible conversation we've just had with author Laura Day. Be sure to pick up her latest copy, The Prism, 7 Steps to Heal Your Past and Transform Your Future. Now, still ahead, we're checking out the menu and the vibes at Southern Ho. Stick around, you're watching Arkansas Style.